a gym teacher, so don't wait last minute to tell somebody, yo man, I fucking love you. Yo, I've been drunk and I've told you, yo my nigga, I fucking love you.
Yep.
Everybody, like, if I mean it and I say
but
it,
then you forget the next day.
I do.
Yo, you were drunk. You said you loved me. Oh, I must have been drunk.
Yeah, I was talking about you porn. Just go ahead and do it, man. You was thinking about taking that trip to Atlantic City. Just go. Take it. You have your mom and your dad around. Fucking...
Yeah, no.
Forgive them for whatever they did when you were younger. Same thing with your brothers and sisters, because sometimes we get into arguments with our fucking family that makes no sense. It makes a lot of sense at the time, but you give it a year or two and you think about it, you be like, what the fuck was I doing? This is the whole Kobe shit that fucked me up. It makes me like, yo, I gotta start having kids. I gotta do this.
Yeah,
I gotta do that. Like, what the fuck am I waiting?
It brings perspective in, like, to life, like, with everything. Like, I think everybody was thinking, and it's crazy, like, how much he touched people. Like, so that night, that was Sunday. Then I remember I went to church, and I think I went to go eat, and then I came back home, I think, and then I was just thinking, watching all the stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch the Knicks game. So the Knicks were playing the Brooklyn Nets, and I was listening to the game, and one of the announcers over there, Michael Breen, he was talking about that during when he was in China. So he was in China, I think, when the USA was playing basketball. There was a man, he had a taxi, and the taxi driver, he's like, I just had a hoodie, and the taxi driver said, NBA? And he goes, yeah, the guy didn't know English. He goes, yeah, NBA. He goes, you work? He goes, yeah, NBA. He goes, you know Kobe? And he said, yeah. And the guy literally parked to the side and started crying because he knew Kobe.
Yeah.
And he said, I never knew the game touched people like that. He goes, I wasn't even Kobe. I just told him I know him. And the guy just started crying. Like, he was sobbing on the road. And I was like, damn. So it just makes you think it's like a global thing. This whole Kobe stuff. Because the guy was born in Italy. I was talking to my daughter about that. He was born in Italy. Yo, he knew Spanish. I saw an interview that he did in Spanish.
He learned Spanish because of his wife.
But that's how
he learned it.
And then he even knows that new kid that's man nice from the Mavericks. Luka. Luka's from, I forgot what country, and I'm sorry, I don't know, it's Lithuanian, whatever. Kobe was talking trash to him in that guy's language because Kobe went to watch a game, and then Luka went to take the ball. He's like, yo, who's that guy talking perfect? And it was Kobe. So it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, like, how much he touched. And then, like, me talking to my daughter's first day of school was on Monday. So she texts me in the morning, and she's like, Dad, this is sad. She goes, I'm walking to school, and so many kids are, like, walking with Kobe jerseys to go to class. And I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, that's crazy. And then, especially in her school, I understand, like, even when the Knicks game, there was a lot of Laker fans. But you go to a basketball game, so I could see that. But her school's probably like 80% girls. And I'm like, damn, that's cool that people just, like, like, as weird as it sounds, it brings people together. Like I said, it brings perspective in some weird way. You start thinking about life. You start thinking about death, of course. Like, my ass is getting on a plane in a few weeks. I'm like, I hope I make it.
But the thing is, we have to realize that when we are born, there's a day for us that we're going to
die. Yeah.
So every time they ask me, like, yo, you're afraid of dying? I was like, no, because I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Don't know when, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Would I love to be 80, 90? Yes. But if tomorrow the man upstairs tells me, yo, it's time for you to come up. It's time for you to come up. Because the world's going to keep rotating. Yeah. It's going to keep spinning after you die. We're going to mourn you today, but then tomorrow the earth is going to go and spin all over again. And I learned that when I lost my dad. They were like, yo, you're going to mourn your dad today, but tomorrow earth is going to keep spinning. It's not going to stop.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? You're right. Let me mourn my way.
Yeah.
There's people that could mourn for a month and two or whatever.
Yeah.
People could mourn one day.
Yeah.
And that's all they need. Because some of us hold shit in.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Kobe thing is crazy.
So like for me, the most it hit me. So I didn't cry or anything. I just was super sad and all stuff. And me and my girl were having a conversation and stuff. But I think I went to go visit my mom. I think it was yesterday. I'm like all messed up on my days. No, it wasn't yesterday because I was hanging out with you. Tuesday, I went to go visit my mom's, and I was with my daughter and my sister and all this stuff. And then I was coming back home, taking the bus in Uptown, and I started watching. The Lakers were going to play the Clippers, so they postponed that game.
They're going to do it later on.
And they had Shaq, like the other.
Yeah, they were in the.
And Shaq's, it was a 6-minute clip.
Yeah.
And I was in the bus, like about to cry, like because, like, I just felt the pain.
Yeah.
I felt the pain more. Me watching the images with Kobe and his daughter. Yeah, it makes me think of me and my daughter, like but his pain, I felt it with Shaq because he just lost his sister.
Yeah. And
he's saying, "Yo, I'm having trouble sleeping," and he's like, "Really?" And I could see it.
He's the comedian of that trio that's there, the four of them. Because that clip, I was actually having a conversation with Broski today. I was like, dude, the same thing I just said now. Like, yo, I'm cool. I don't try to be cold-hearted, but I really don't cry. Like, it's hard for me,
Yeah.
But then I watched, because I was watching that live, that TNT thing, the tribute to thing.
Yeah.
Because they postponed the game. They had another game that we were going to watch, but they were in the Laker arena.
Yeah.
And they gave Shaq those 6-7 minutes, and he started talking. And I'm like, holy shit, when you see Shaq cry, and I look at Charles Barkley, look at him, because, him and Charles Barkley are always gigging and bullshitting.
Yeah.
This time it was like, Charles Barkley, like, he looked like he wanted to go hug him.
Yeah.
But he just stayed in his seat, and I was like, holy shit, I know what Shaq is saying. So I was like, okay. I was going to cut it off, like, after 2-3 minutes, but then I watched the whole thing. Because then they even brought Rick Fox.
I didn't see that part.
The whole thing was, they, who was the other player that was with?
It was
Derek Fisher.
Wade was there, I think,
Derek
too.
Fisher.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, for some reason, thought that Rick Fox was in the helicopter with Kobe.
Oh, okay.
So they kept calling Rick Fox. And Rick Fox wasn't answering. So Derek Fisher said, yo, I broke down. Because that was my boy. That's my boy. Kenny Jet Smith was like, dude, like, I broke down because Rick Fox wasn't calling me either.
Yeah.
And they know a mutual friend that's best friends with Rick Fox, but knows Kenny the Jet. And he called Rick Fox friend. He was like, yo, I can't get in contact with him. I think it's true. So when the whole thing, Rick Fox wasn't calling everybody because he was still, like, the Kobe Bryant shit was, like, he thought it was a joke. You know, like, sometimes you get on Facebook, this person's dead, and then goes, oh, he's really alive. But it started breaking down that he was. Then Rick Fox texts back. Because Kenny said, yo, I text him to say, hey, if you're okay, just text hi.
Yeah.
And then an hour or two later, after everything went down, Rick Fox texted him like, yo, hi.
Yeah.
And Kenny said, yo, I just broke down. Because he thought he had lost. He didn't know Kobe like that, but he thought he lost Rick Fox.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, like, that shit is crazy. Like, one thing leads to another. I'd be like, oh, man. Yeah, but...
Yeah, no, like I said, the Shaq one, like, just... Because I guess I was in the bus, and I had the earphones plugged in, and I just saw that. I'm like, man, that shit really hurt. And I mean, with this whole shit, I never seen so many men, like, break down and crying. I was watching the Knicks... Wally Zobiak hardly could even talk.
My question is...
Mike Breen.
My question is... Because he's loved in every sport. Even Pat Mahomes was talking about, like, yo, these kids are young.
Yeah.
They know is Kobe.
Yeah.
They know about Jordan because when you watch a basketball game, you hear the name and you know the sneakers.
Yeah.
But these kids who are 22, 23 playing right now, is Kobe's their guy. It's not MJ. It's not what. Even the guys that are like Kyrie Irving and fucking even LeBron, all these guys.
Yeah.
My question is, what superstar celebrity have passed away that almost had the same impact? And I only had one name in mind that came up, and Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson passed,
sports, yeah.
I'm not saying in sports in general, like another celebrity, superstar, whatever. When Prince passed, it was people were like, but I listened to Prince music, but I was always the MJ guy.
Jackson guy. I agree.
When Michael Jackson passed away, Earth that day stood. Like nobody moved. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, is it the same? It's not about who's more popular. Because, dude, Sunday, Monday was a bad day for sports. Like,
no, it was for everyone. I'm telling you, I went to Sedona and there's just regular TV. Mm-hmm. So, like, they had sports channels, which I understand. Sports channels, they're going to air it all day. Yeah. But the other channel was like Channel 2, and that's all you saw. Yeah. Social media, I stopped because it was just all you saw was Kobe. My cousin sent me like a podcast and he did an interview and he's like, yo, it's deep, listen to it. But I'm like, I can't listen to this man's voice right now. Like, it was Monday because I worked out. I felt positive. I'm like, I don't want to get back down, and I had to go to work. So I'm like, I want something upbeat.
What I'm taking from this passing of this 41-year-old man who was still young, who was still going to do a lot of stuff in this world besides basketball, is do your best, fucking work hard on whatever you're doing. If your life and you make money doing podcasts, make sure you're the best fucking podcaster
like
out
us,
there.
We made $16.
Woo! That's beer money, bro.
For that whole year.
If you're a landscaper, make sure you're the best fucking guy. Like, this is what I got. The message from everybody that knew him or who didn't know him. Is use this Mamba mentality and go hard on whatever it is that you think is what you want to do. If you want to help people, if you want to be a teacher, just go hard and be like, yo, I'm doing the best I can and push a little harder. Because it's even brought me into be like, yo, I gotta fucking motivate myself to get the fuck out of certain things I gotta do.
Yeah, no.
And it's fucked up that it took this young man's life for people to start thinking like that.
Well, that's the way it is. I mean, people don't do stuff unless something bad happens.
And I just don't want it to be like a whole fade thing, like, for a week or two, they're gonna do this for Kobe, and then everybody's gonna go back to normal, this and that.
Yeah, I mean, eventually people are, but I mean, I think, like I said, he was more than just a basketball player, and you're starting to see that now. A lot of us are starting to see, like, damn, how it was a lot more than just basketball, and that's why I think, like, the younger basketball players or football players look up to Kobe more than Jordan, because Jordan was more, he did things on his own.
Yeah,
he wasn't around the people.
That's the same thing now, because it was Kobe. Now is LeBron.
Yeah.
These younger kids, if you ask them who's better, LeBron or MJ, they're going to tell you LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who's better, LeBron or Kobe? That's the tougher one for them, because they were able to watch them too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So each generation is going to have, and I'm hoping it keeps going. I hope each generation, we went from MJ to Kobe, and now we got a combination of both. And people, you fucking say he's not, but LeBron James is the motherfucking man.
All right.
He's taken MJ and Kobe into one.
Yeah.
He went from not having a wicked jump shot and just going dunks and layups to, don't give me this three because I'm going to fucking sink it.
So who would be your top 5 all
players
time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
It's so hard because I'm going to pick a lot of 90s.
It don't matter.
But I have
it's
to
your opinion.
I have to put, I'm no order, no number.
Okay.
But if I say MJ, everybody's going to put MJ number 1. now Kobe's.
I'll put my 3 in order. Then for the last 2, I don't know who.
I know MJ